we have Durrr Burger's restaurant. And I think this is one of my favorite places to even land on because of how vibrant it is sometimes. Hi everyone, Indobrickville is back with another review, but this time we have 3 different Fortnite sets. Thank you for the LEGO group for sending us these amazing sets, and judging by, well, first look, we have a really big, cute Klombo, and then on the right of that we have Durrr Burger's restaurant, famous landmark, and then on the left side we have Sparkplug's and Peely's camp. So without further ado, let's get straight into the review. And for the first set, we have this creature that you can find in the LEGO game, LEGO Fortnite game. And a fun fact about this creature is that we actually can tame it and ride on it. So the function of the game is that we have to take these berries, they're called Klomberries. So maybe you guys can guess, but these Klomberries are the Klombo's favorite food. So if we take and then we feed enough Klomberries to the Klombo, we can actually tame it, and then we can ride on its back, just like so. So I'm not sure what the skin of this character is. Maybe you guys can tell me what it is in the comments. But what I do know is this skin. It's a variation of the Peely skin from the game Fortnite, or from the LEGO Fortnite, because they share the same skin. But all of this is just one variation of it. We also get a spider in this set, maybe to scare away the Klombo, and in here we can actually have so many things to move around, including the scales. Here we can individually move around the scales. Maybe you guys want the scales to be lifted up, or side, or down, or even backwards as well. Although the movement is slightly limited, but they are still movable. And maybe if you guys want to adjust the hairs on the neck, on the head, it also has a slight adjustability, maybe for playing as well. And of course, the mouth can open and close, just like so. And the head can move up and down slightly, as well as the legs. Although they can't open horizontally, they can move vertically, as well as the joints at the lower limb. On each of the legs, they all share the same leg joint. There's also, of course, a tail. And then the scales are really nice, especially in the middle section here. We also get, forgot to mention, but we also get swords. No pickaxes though, because this is the Fortnite game, LEGO Fortnite game. I'm not sure if this is in the actual Fortnite game, but I've seen this creature crawling around in the LEGO Fortnite game, not in the actual Fortnite game. But correct me if I'm wrong. There's also many teeth here, and then there's a nice addition to the tongue. I think that's it for this set. And on to the next set, we have Peely and Sparkplug's base camp. And of course, we were given, well, Peely and Sparkplug's base camp with certain niche things like the campfire here. So the campfire actually has certain buffs and bonuses to the people around it, mainly being with the health recovery. So anybody who's injured, and when they go around the campfire, they will get passively healed. Aside from that, we also get a crafting bench. And in the Fortnite game, this was actually used to buy and purchase certain items for currency in-game that you can only have every round. And then we also get a loot llama, which I really like because it's really accurate. And how it has the eyes too, very accurate. The legs can also move and bounce up. And then I like the addition of the color of spikes. I like the addition of the color of spikes here that complements the shape well. And then of course we got the main characters, or the owners of the camp itself. We have Sparkplug, Skeleton, and we have Peely. They're both holding their own unique weapons that you can get in-game. And of course Peely is holding a dynamite, which is also a unique element of the game. And this Peely is actually the original Peely with no modifications or with no unique traits. So whenever you buy the skin, you get this skin, and then you can get various other skins or various other Peely iterations by progressing through the game. And then of course we have the camp itself, resting area. There's not much, just maybe a spider. There's a arch here, there's a gateway maybe, some rocks, some details. Leaf too, very nice. And going to the biggest part of this set is that we get a wolf here. And from what I know, the wolf is exclusive only to the LEGO Fortnite Odyssey game. And this is instead of a tameable mob, not a tameable mob, but this is a hostile mob. So either you kill it or don't attack it in your world. Very nice. And then for the other person here, it's actually I don't really know about, but maybe it's their friend. But I'm assuming that it's just a random skin in the game with the axe as his unique weapon, and then maybe a torch to light up the caves or anything that they might find themselves in. And here onto the last set, we have Durrr Burger Restaurant. And I think this is one of my favorite places to even land on because of how vibrant it is sometimes. Well, given that there's not many people who actively try to land here. So in this set we get, of course, Durrr Burger himself, the owner maybe of this restaurant. And then we have Sparkplug, another Sparkplug, holding his unique pickaxe. And then we have characters that I'm not so sure about. So I'm assuming that these again are unique skins that I wasn't a part of when I played the game. Very unique, very nice. And then moving to the actual building itself. Here we have an open back building. Going around, we have plants here, and these chili plants you can actually consume. And if I remember correctly, they heal you for 5 health and they give you a nice speed boost for around 30 seconds. And then also accurately, just on the other side of the Durrr Burger Restaurant, you get a vending machine. And I'm not sure if this vending machine has a function or not, but if I remember correctly, this should give you also some items to trade in for some in-game currency. And then going inside the building, we have a cash register which is accurately placed across the door, and then we have some shelves on the left side. We also have a table here maybe to eat. Maybe you guys, okay, there's a flash. Now you guys can see details inside. And then going to the front, we can open the door is openable. And there's a big Durrr Burger Restaurant sign and of course a mascot. However, there's also a back attic part of the Durrr Burger Restaurant, just like in the game. You guys can build up in the game, and there should be a chest up here if I'm not mistaken. And there is, well, some equipment chest in this set. And inside the equipment chest, you guys can find a shovel and, oh, some dynamite. Here. Shovel, and there's more dynamite, but yes, no problem. There were 3 dynamites in total inside the chest. Let me just put them back. There's also a nice spider in the attic. So I think all sets were given a spider, yes. All 3 sets were provided with at least 1 spider. Then maybe one look at the front. There is a nice table for 2 with an umbrella designed like the Durrr Burger himself. Nice addition. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in for our review this time. Indobrickville signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and comment if you guys have any thoughts below. Bye bye!